Hi, I'm Jessica with My Fit Life Now, and today's workout is going to include your warm-up and your stretch. I want you to listen to your body as we go through the sequence today. All you're going to need is a mat and just a little bit of space around you. Make sure you have some water, and we're going to get started. For the warm-up, I want you guys to come onto the hands and the knees. From here, make sure that the hands are right underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips. We're going to soften the elbows, and we're going to take a deep breath in and slightly lift up through the chin and tailbone, and then as we exhale, pressing our spine up and curling our tailbone and tucking in our chin. Big inhale, lift, and exhale, bring it down. Just creating some mobility into the spine. I want you to feel the abdominal muscles stretch here as we take a breath in, and then as we curl up, squeezing through the core. One more breath in here, and exhale it out. Perfect. Coming back into neutral spine, we're going to open up one arm, reaching as far as we can, bringing it back down to center, and doing the same on the other side. Getting that rotation in through the spine here. Big open. I hope I don't have to close my eyes every time I look over, but it is beautiful and sunny today. The heat feels amazing. We've had a really wet summer so far this year. Good. Big stretch, big reach. And big stretch, big reach. Last one. Good. From here, what I want you to do is take those hands one step forward, and then just start to release the hips. We're going to circle them around and then kind of bring them back. Circle around the other way, and then bring them back. So everything is slow and controlled here as we warm up the body. We're lengthening, creating mobility and movement here. Just allowing everything to open before we come into the workout. Let's do one more of these. Perfect, taking it back. Big stretch back, all the way sitting into the heels here. Perfect. Flowing forward, coming into modified plank. Good. Curling the toes under, lifting up into full plank. Beautiful. From here, lifting the hips up towards the sky or ceiling, and leaning back into plank pose here. Coming back forward into your plank, dropping to the knees, releasing the toes, and then sitting it back into the heels. Big stretch back. Good. Let's do that again. Coming forward into your modified plank. Lifting up through the abdominal muscles, toes curled under, lifting into your full plank, and then lifting back up, hips up high, and then flowing forward one more time, and dropping to the knees, releasing the toes, and sitting it back. Let's do this one more time. Lifting up, flowing forward, squeezing the abdominal muscles, toes curled under, lifting up through the legs, and then hips up towards the ceiling. Good. Coming back into your plank, we're going to step 1 foot forward, doesn't matter which side, and then just drop that back knee down, releasing the foot, feeling the hips here, and then just walk it back, lifting up the other side, coming down through the chest, and flowing back and forth. So if you're really tight in the hamstrings or the hips, this one's going to feel excellent. I can definitely feel my hamstrings today. Good. Dropping into those hips for release, and then taking it back. Good. One more time forwards. And one more time back. And then we're going to switch legs. So you can just take that one, take it back. Bring the other one forward. Starting back and flowing forward. So if you want to flow at a different rate than I am, that's totally fine. I always say listen to your body first. So whatever your body is telling you need to listen to. So as I'm coming into this stretch here, I drop my chest a little bit lower down to get a little bit more stretch here. And we're going to take it back one last time. Forward one more time. Perfect. Hold it here. And then releasing that leg and coming back. Alright, now that we've had that body moving in a few different directions, we're going to get started. So what I want you to do here is curl those toes back under. Let the knees start to lift, and then bringing the hips up. Perfect. From here, we're going to flow forward into plank. So take a breath in before we start. And then flow forward into your plank, hugging in the abdominal muscles as you exhale. Staying strong in through the hips. Inhaling, coming back up. Exhaling, flowing forward. Staying lifted out of the shoulders and keeping the elbows soft as you come into that plank movement. Big breath in, lifting up to those hips. Perfect, flowing forward. Making sure that you're not dropping through the spine here. Good, one more time back. Big inhale, lift. Perfect, flowing forward. Exhale. Dropping now down to the knees. We're going to lower onto the belly. Let those hands come forward. We're going to lift up through the entire body here. I want you to press the pelvis into the floor, squeeze the abdominal muscles up, feel the backside of the body work. Good, now let the hands come down to the side. Squeezing the abdominal muscles, pressing the palms into the floor. Bring yourself up into modified plank. Good, really hugging in the abdominal muscles. Draw the shoulders down and back. Keeping the elbows tucked in, lower yourself back down. Extending those arms back out in front of you. Lift and squeeze. Shoulders away from the ears. Good. Hands are coming back down. Pulling up through the core. Bring the body up as you press through those palms. Full extension into your modified plank. Good. Lowering back down to the floor. Reaching. Squeezing, lifting everything up. Good. And hands back. Lifting up, squeezing, exhale, press through those palms. All right, this time we come down, we stay to the floor. I want you just to take the hands, rest them down in front of you, and then you can rest your forehead down, or if you need to take a look at the camera, or sorry, your TV or phone, whatever you're watching on, you can rest your cheek to the side there. I want you to lift up one leg, and then bring it down, and then lift up the other side. So you want to keep your chest to the floor as you do these lifts. One and then the other. Feeling the back of that leg work. Squeezing through the glutes, squeezing through the hamstrings as you bring that leg up. Trying not to let the hips shift too much as you go from one side to the next. Good, we're gonna do one more on each side here. Lift and squeeze. Last one, lift and squeeze. Beautiful. From here, arms are out to the side. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Exhale, lift the chest off the floor. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift the chest off the floor. And inhale, lower down. When you come up, I want you to squeeze the shoulder blades together, pulling them in and down, and then releasing them as you come back down. Exhale, lift, pull in and down. And then back down. Good, let's go two more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop down. Last time. Exhale, lift. And down. We're going to bring ourselves up onto those knees, peel ourselves back, sit those hips back into the heels here, and just give ourselves a little stretch. Beautiful. Coming forward, we're going to repeat that sequence one more time. Curling those toes under. I want you to lift up through those knees. Hips are high. Pressing back. Big inhale here. Exhale, flow forward. Strong plank here. Inhale, float it back. Pressing the heels down here. Big stretch. Exhale, forward. Lifting up through the lower abdominal wall. Inhale back. Press the heels down. Drop through the chest. Press away through the palms. Exhale, come forward, lifting out of the shoulders. One more time. Inhale, come back. Big stretch. And exhale, come forward. Beautiful. Dropping down onto the knees, lowering down onto the belly. Extending through those arms. Arms and legs lift together. Squeeze the core as you lift. Hold. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Release. Hands coming to the side. Blow out. Pick up the abs and press through the palms, lifting yourself up. Good, lowering back down, extending through those arms one more time here. Squeeze, staying strong through the body. Doesn't matter how high you lift, just maintaining form. Good, lowering back down, hands to the side. Picking up the abs, pressing through the palms, lifting up. Good, taking it back down, elbows are staying tight. Extending, lift and squeeze. Squeeze the glutes, lift the quads off the floor. Lowering down, hands to the side, pressing through the palms, bringing our body back up. This time we rest down with the hands on top, forehead down or to the side. One leg lift and then the other. Trying to pick our quads up off the floor here. Feeling a little bit into our low spine. I want you to press the hips down as you bring that leg up, squeezing in through the tummy muscles. It's okay if you can't get the leg as high as mine. We all have different ranges. Let's go 2 more. Last one. Perfect. Letting those arms come out to the side, drawing the shoulder blades down. Exhale, lift, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, coming down. As you do this, try not to squeeze the legs. Try and let them relax and just make the upper body do all the work. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Let's do just one more here. Exhale, lift, squeeze, make it strong, pulling everything back. And drop, and then coming back for a quick stretch into child's pose. Sitting back into those heels, stretching those arms forward. Our first sequence is finished. We're gonna come into sequence number 2. I want you guys to have a seat with the legs out in front. From here, I want you to lift up through the spine. Chest is coming up, lower abdominal muscles are coming down, and we're relaxed through the shoulders here. Arms are forward. We're going to scoop, so you can see how I'm rounding my spine as I scoop back. Only go as far as you can without the legs like lifting for the balance. And then you're going to come back up, lifting up the arms and lengthening through the spine. Here we go, scoop back, exhale here. Pulling in. Inhale, extending up through the chest. Exhale, drawing the abs in, pulling the rib cage down. Inhale, coming back up. I want you to feel long when you come up, and then I want you to feel short and round as you go down. Inhale, lift. Feel that leg. Exhale, scoop, rib cage coming down, belly button pulled in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, scoop. This time we're going to stay here. So stay here. Really pull the rib cage down and pull in. You might not go as deep as you were before. I want you to open now. Exhale, open. Inhale, in. Other side. Exhale, open. Inhale, in. And open. See if you can get a little bit more rotation each time. Remember to hold the belly in. I want you to hug the tummy muscles. One more each side. Last one. Perfect. From here, roll all the way down. So I'm just going to bring myself a little bit further down the mat here. Make sure that your head's still rested on the mat. Hands to the side. Bring those heels in so they're about 8 inches from the glutes. Lifting up as high as you possibly can. Good. Pressing the shoulders down, pressing through the legs, getting full extension to those hips. From here, I want you to lift up those heels. Good. Little calf raise here. Continue to hold. Now allow those arms to lift up all the way overhead. Good. And then bringing it back. Bringing the knees together just a little bit so you feel those inner thighs work as we move the arms. Heads resting down, shoulder blades are pressed into the floor. Heels are lifted as high as you can here. Good, arms coming back down. Control the movement and lift. Good, and drop. One more time through that lift. Arms lifting up all the way overhead. And then stop as they're reaching for the ceiling or the sky. From here, we're going to open up the legs. Oh, feel those thighs and the arms. And then we're going to close and bring them right in together. Opening wide. Oh, yes, I'm definitely feeling this one. And then close. Still hugging into the abdominal muscles here as we work the rest of the body. What I love about this is that you do really feel all areas of the legs around the hips there. I'm feeling my inner thighs, I'm feeling my outer thighs, I'm feeling the back of the thighs. Good, let's do one more. Big open. And close. And then rolling down through the spine. I want you to just bring those knees in for one moment here. Give that back a little massage. Good, from here, let those legs come back down. Let the fingertips come, rest by the ears, elbows are open. I want you to lift up through the neck, Curl forward, keeping that space between the chin and the chest, really bringing the rib cage down towards the hips, and then bringing it back. Let's exhale, curl up, ribs towards hips, inhale down. As you do that, you really want to focus on flattening the tummy muscles. So we're pulling the belly down. If you see your belly popping up, that means that you're not engaging your deepest core muscles. So think about hugging them to the floor. Inhale back. Exhale, curl. Inhale back. One more time. Exhale, curl. Inhale back. Reaching those arms overhead. We're going to go one big roll up. So a little bit of momentum here. Letting those arms come up and reach all the way forward. Letting those legs come. Little stretch forward. Good. All right, we're going to repeat that one more time. Let's come back into position. Legs are coming up. Arms are coming forward. Big inhale here. Exhale, start to scoop. Ribs coming towards the hips. Belly buttons drawing in. Inhale to extend and lift. Good. Exhale, scoop it back. Being mindful as going only as far as you're comfortable with going. Some of you might stop here. Some of you may be going even further than what I am able to do. Good. I want you to keep the shoulders down. So as we lift the arms, don't let the shoulders lift. Keep the shoulders down as you flow. Scooping it back. Exhale here. Inhaling up. Last one we hold. So I'm not going to go as far. I'm going to start to open. Exhale. Inhale. We don't move here through the pelvis or spine. We keep it still and we just open those arms. Exhale, open. Inhale back in. Again, hugging the abdominal muscles in, trying to flatten the belly here. As we work those obliques. Good, let's go 4 more. Really reaching back. Big rotation through the body. Last 2. And last 1. Good, from here we're rolling all the way down. Nice and slow, feeling each vertebrae as it comes to the floor. Arms down to the side, bringing those heels in so they're about 8 inches again away. From here, lifting up those hips, coming into position. Getting the shoulder blades into the right spot. Getting the hips as high as you can. Once you're here, then you're going to lift up those heels and maybe make any more adjustments that you need to. Perfect. Once in place, let's let those arms come up. And then down. Once you continue to press those hips up, squeezing into the glutes. Bringing the knees slightly in and just feeling your strength. Lifting those heels up even more here. And deep breathing as we work. Start to hug in the tummy muscles. Lift up the hips just a little more. Good, extending up. And then this time let the arms stop midway. All right, we're going to open and close. Oh, fit those thighs, open and close. I love this exercise. It does take a lot of focus, which is why we go slow, so we can really feel everything working. We can be mindful of our breath and movement. If this is too hard, you could do it with the heels down as well. Let's go 2 more. Lifting those hips high one more time. And from here, let the hips come down to the floor. Little hug in with the knees, giving that back a massage. Good, letting those legs come back down, fingertips by the ears once more, going into those curls. Exhaling, peeling up through that upper back, drawing the rib cage down, inhaling, coming back down. Being mindful that our tummy muscles are staying controlled and not popping up. You gotta really focus your mind on that. Exhale, curling up, ribs towards hips, belly button to spine. Big inhale, release. Exhale, curl, keeping that space between the chin and the chest. Think about leading the chest up and the ribs down. Last one. Good. Arms are up. Big reach. Roll it up. And extend those legs. Little stretch forward here. Beautiful. Feeling that through the back. Feels so good in the back of the legs. Just giving the body a little bit of a break. All right, I want you guys to have a bit of a break here for a moment. So just go grab yourself a drink of water, or if you need your sweat towel or anything, now's your opportunity for that. If you want to just give yourself some release in the muscles that feel tight, you can do that as well. I'm gonna give you about 20 seconds here. It's really important to stay hydrated, especially if you're outside or you're in an environment that's not air conditioned, and you tend to get a little bit warmer than those that are doing this in a cooler place. Okay, so from here, what we're going to be doing is coming up onto the knees. My knees are about hip distance apart. I want you to take the arms out to the side. We're going to teeter ourselves. So I want you to try one first before we start and just see how far you can get. If you can get all the way to the floor, you're good. If not, I would recommend getting a yoga block or a stool if that's super difficult for you. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing here is just reaching those fingertips towards the floor. So big inhale before we start. And then exhale, reach. Inhale back up. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lift. And reach. And lift. Feeling those sides work. Down. And up. Good. Down. And up. Beautiful. Down. And lift. This is the last one. We're going to keep that hand down. Down. Hold it there. Good. I want you to extend that other leg. Now your fingers can be facing side or front, whatever's most comfortable here. Reaching that other arm up. Big extension through that leg. Hold it here for a moment. Now what we're going to be doing is lifting up that leg as high as you can. Squeeze and then tapping it back down. Good. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop. Watch that this shoulder's not coming up to the ears. So still down and back. Pulling in through the lower abs here. Good. And lift. Exhaling up. The other thing too is my leg is right in line, so I'm not forward. We want to keep that leg right in line as we do those lifts. One more time. And down. From here, have a seat. Come down onto the elbow. So my elbow is right below my shoulder. I'm going to adjust this leg. Okay, so it's a little bit longer. And then I'm going to bring my feet together. Okay, so I'm in the almost the fetal position with my legs here. So what I want you to do now that you're in this position is you're going to come up and hold, hand to the hip. Okay, now I want you to open that top leg and then bring it down. Now if this is too hard for you, just hold a side plank. Okay, if you're not able to do the movement with the leg, that's okay because this is more advanced. Just hold it still. Exhale, lift, inhale, down. We're only gonna do 3 more. Exhale, lift, inhale, down. 2 to go. And drop. The last one. And drop. From here, coming down all the way. Legs are now long. I'm resting my head onto my arm. My other hand is in front. Exhale, lift both legs off the floor. Inhale, let them come down. So I'm in a really straight line. I'm not forward with those legs. Okay, super straight. You should feel the side body, the side hip. You might even feel a little bit into the core and a little bit into the back here. Always exhale on the lift. Inhale as you take it back down. 2 more. 1 more time. Okay, hold it here. Now I want you to flex the feet and then lift that top leg higher. Holding that bottom leg off the floor the whole time. And lift and drop. Keep it. Lift and drop. I'm going to shield my face here so I can open my eyes and watch you guys here. Upper leg goes up and down. Now if you look, my toes forward. I'm not pointing my toe up. So my toes stay forward as I do this lift. 2 more times. Up and down. Last one. Lift and lower. Beautiful. We're going to do the same sequence on the other side. So let's bring our bodies up. Back up onto those knees. Arms are out to the side. Knees are hip distance apart. Big inhale here. Shoulders are down. Exhale, reach. Inhale up. Whew, I'm getting warm. Exhale, reach. I need my sweat towel. Inhale up. Good. Keep it going. So again, if you're using that yoga block or the stool, your hand is coming to the top of that instead. Otherwise, you're going all the way to the floor, getting that lateral flexion of the body. Nothing should ever feel forced. So if you can't make it to the floor, that is okay. Your mobility and your lateral flexion may not allow you to get there. So just be mindful of that. Let's go 2 more times. Perfect. One last time. This time we stay there. And leg extends. Making the adjustments that you need to. Turn the hand how you need to. Okay? From here, that top leg is going to lift. Exhale up. Inhale down. Good. Exhale lift. Inhale drop. So I'm really focusing on pulling in my belly here at the same time. My hands reaching up as high as it can while keeping the shoulder down. This arm here has a little bit of a bend in the elbow, so it's not locked. This would be locked. We don't want to lock it. So it has a soft bend as I lift the leg. Let's go 2 more times. Exhale up. Inhale down. Good. One last time here. Exhale up. Inhale down. Good. Coming down now onto that elbow. Making the adjustments that you need to with the body. So elbow right below shoulder. A little bit of fetal position with the legs here. Good. And then remember, you can just hold this position if the other part is too hard. For everybody else, we're going to be lifting up those hips and then starting that extension. We're just doing 6. Inhale to close. Exhale to open. Don't roll the hips. And down. 4 more. Inhale, close. 3. Neck is long. 2. Woo. 1 more time. Beautiful. Take it down all the way. Arm is long. Head is rested. 1 long line here. Okay, you can take your hand to the hip if you want a little bit more of a challenge, or it can come down to the floor. I'm going to just shield my face for mine. Double leg lifts. Exhale up. Inhale down. Tightening the belly. Really use your deep core muscles here to help stabilize. Good. Feel all the muscles that are working with this one. Try and keep that balance as much as you can. If you're all over the place, take the hands to the floor. Good. 3 more. Almost there. 2. Last time up. Hold it here. Flex those feet and then lift and drop that foot up and down. Keeping it in line with the body here. See how we're doing. Up and drop. Good, we're almost there. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, onto the back. This is our final sequence of this workout, and then we're going to be going into our stretch. So we're back into our hip bridge position. So we're going to start with the arms down. Make sure that your spine's feeling straight. Making the adjustments that you need to before we begin. Okay, from here we're going to lift up those hips once more, getting nice and tall, right? Now let those arms come up. Beautiful. Really squeezing those hips as high as you can. Now plug the shoulder blades down into the floor before you start. Tightening up into the core. Try not to let the hips sway back and forth as we begin here. We're going to lift up one leg, staying strong in the other, letting that leg come back down, and then doing the same on the other side. So we've got a little bit of a march happening here. Now the body's going to really want to twist when that other leg comes up. So you got to hunker down. Shoulder blades plugged into the floor. We're using our back. We're using our abs. Everything's working together here to help stabilize the body. Good. Let's go. 3, 2, 1 more time. 1. Beautiful. Okay, one leg comes up, hold it up. Okay, from here, extend and lift those hips a little higher, hold and squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg comes down. Good. Other side comes up. Extend that leg, hold and squeeze, lifting the hips for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg comes down. We're rolling back down. Hug those knees into the chest. Good. Let those legs come up into the air. Arms are long. Pulling in abdominal muscles, keeping the spine nice and long. No movement through the spine. We're going to start to pump those arms. All right, I want you to bend in one leg. Let the other leg fall down part way. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Really pulling in those lower abs. Feeling that pump, reaching the fingertips as far away from the body as you can. Keep pumping. 2 more times. 4, 3, 2, 1 more time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hang on to that leg that's in. Pull in a little bit deeper and take the other leg down a little bit lower. Lifting up now through the shoulders, still keeping that space between the chin and the chest. Let's switch those legs. Big inhale, exhale, switch. Big inhale. And exhale. Really pull in the lower belly. Good. Almost there. Last 2. Last 1. Both legs are coming up. Hands are here. We're going to drop one leg down and twist. Leg comes up, we lower, we inhale. Drop the other leg down and twist. Exhale here. Inhale down. Exhale, twist. Inhale down. And twist. So I'm only going down halfway. Anything more than that, I feel like my back would start to lift. So I would say go down as far as you feel like you can without compromising your spine. Last 2. Inhale. Last 1. And down. Let those feet come back down to the floor. All right, coming back into our bridge. This is our last time doing this. Lifting up through those hips. Arms are coming up. Both arms are up. Shoulders are plugged down into the floor. Squeezing that booty, tightening into the tummy. Let's start that march. Bringing that knee up, stabilizing as we go. So I'm going to exhale as that knee comes up. Tighten the belly muscles. Inhale as that leg goes back down. I want you to try and stabilize. That's your goal. Beautiful. Plugging the shoulders down. Don't let those shoulders lift up. Let's go 4 more. Shoulders are pressing into the floor. Hips are lifted high. Last 3. Give me 2 more. 1 more time. Beautiful. Other leg lifts and extend. Lift higher. Shoulders are pressed down. Hips are lifted higher. For 3, 2, 1. Leg comes back down. Other leg comes up. Extend it up. Lift it higher. Good. For 3, 2, 1. Leg comes back down. Hips are lowered down. Knees are in. Perfect. Legs are coming back up. Arms are coming down. Bending in one leg. Other leg goes. Let's start a pump for 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch. So you should not feel any pulling or lifting into the back. If you are really focused on engaging those deep core muscles, think about hugging the tummy into your spine, wrapping it from one side to the next. Beautiful. Your head is relaxed for this one, so you shouldn't feel any tension in the neck as we pump. Just keep going here. Let's do it 2 more times. Good. 1 more time. And hold. Hands to that knee. Nice and slow. Big inhale here. Dropping that leg down a little bit more. Exhale, switch. Inhale. Let's lift up to the chest. Holding that up. Exhale, switch. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, switch. Chin away from the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Almost there. 3. Exhale. 2. Inhale. 1. Exhale. And legs up, head down. And in our final exercise, elbows are out, fingertips are by the ears. We're going to twist and lift. Here we go. 1 leg drops. I forgot which way I was going. We're going to exhale, twist, inhale, back down. Exhale, twist, inhale, down. It's okay if you get your legs dropping the opposite to what I am to the twist. It doesn't really matter to me. So don't get hung up or worry too much about coordination on this one. Just focus more on keeping the spine long. Okay, and strong here. Inhale always to lower. Exhale for your twist. 1 more time. Inhale, lower. Exhale into that twist. Hugging those knees in. You guys have made it through. We're going to go into our stretch. I love stretching. I used to skip it all the time many, many years ago. And I realized how great it is for our body. So I never skip my stretch anymore. And I love just stretch sessions as well. I want you to start by crossing one foot on top of the other leg. Let that leg come up and lace the hands in behind the thigh. Now, if this is enough stretch for you, you can stay here if you are not able to go deeper. Shoulders are relaxed, pulling that leg in deep. You can rest your eyes closed here if you like. Starting to focus on taking some deeper breaths. Good, I'm gonna switch the legs. Same thing on the other side. My right hip is way tighter for me, so I can't get in nearly as deep on this side as I can on the other side, but it still feels amazing. We usually have imbalances in our body, so when you stretch is kind of a time for discovery of what's going on. Good, letting the legs come down. Both feet to the floor, let the legs fall to one side. From here, I want you to open up the arms so we get a gentle twist. Palms are open up to the sky or to the ceiling. You should feel some pull in through the shoulder and chest as we rotate in through the back. Breathing in deep into the ribcage here. Legs are coming center, arms are staying where they are. Let the legs come to the other side, feeling that gentle stretch on the opposite side. Neck is just gentle to the side here. And bringing the legs center. I want you to bring one knee in, hands are underneath that knee, and then use momentum to bring yourself up into a seated position. From here, I want the legs out front, toes are straight up. Big inhale here. Exhale, fold forward, releasing the spine, the back of the neck, chin's falling to the chest. Chest is coming down to the legs, and then grab onto your legs or your feet depending on your flexibility, and just pull yourself a little bit deeper to get into the back of those legs. Beautiful. From here, rolling it back up. Open up one leg as wide as you can go. From here, hands in behind, lifting up out of the pelvis, straighten that body. Toes are straight up. You should feel a pull on the inside of the thighs. If you don't feel it, kind of scoot yourself forward a little bit more to open up those legs just a smidge more. I love this stretch. It's one of my favorites. I love opening up the hips. I find that the more I sit, the tighter I get, and a lot of us sit during the day, so this is a really great stretch, which leads me into another one that we'll be coming to in just a moment. But before we get there, one hand to the shins, other hand reaches over. Once they're together, reach towards that foot. You're going to feel a nice stretch in through the side and back. Breathing in deep. I want you to try and breathe into this space right here. Good. Let's go into the other side. Hands to the shin. Other hand comes over and reach. And from here, coming onto the knees. So we're going to let those legs come underneath the body. Once you're on the knees, take one foot, stepping it forward, and then make sure it's far enough forward, because if I'm back here, my heel is going to lift. I'm not going to get a proper stretch. So that foot needs to be far enough forward so that heel does not lift. The best alignment is if my knee is right on top of the ankle. And you can see how I've dropped my hips. I'm opening up in the front of my hip here. If this isn't enough stretch for you, you can come down further by bringing your elbow down towards the floor to get into it a little bit deeper. Good, let's take it back, doing the same on the other side. So that knee goes down, big step forward with that other foot, dropping into the hip on this side. And again, if you want that deeper stretch, feel free to come down further into position here. Good, from here we're gonna come on to both knees once more. Now what I want you to do is take those hands forward so they're in front of you now, not underneath the shoulder. And then just start to lower the chest down. So my hips are staying up, and I'm bringing my forehead down to the floor, which is going to open up my chest and ribs and armpits. So I get a good upper torso stretch here. Then I'm going to slide back so my hips are onto my feet, reaching those arms forward some more. I've lifted up my hands, so just my fingertips are touching to try and get some more length. Breathing into the back as best as I can, into the back ribs. Then from here, I want you to start to roll up to the spine, sitting onto the feet until your body comes all the way up. Good. Finishing with one big breath. Big inhale, letting those arms lift. Chins up, and then exhale, reaching and stretching those hands out as you come down. Thank you so much for joining in on this full workout, including our warm-up and stretch. Please comment below, let us know what you thought. Have a wonderful day.